Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today we're back for another episode of Anime vs. Reality. Bailey's joined me here today,
Hey,
and also Croaky has shown up from his long sleep.
His hibernation.
Hello, I was sleeping for 7 days.
Yeah,
It's like how the penguin just dances when he says it. I was sleeping.
To be honest, in this situation, he's not a penguin; he's a polar bear.
Oh, yeah.
I hibernated. I actually slept for like 20 hours during the last podcast. I don't know what happened. I just passed out at 7 and woke up the next day.
Must have been burnt out.
Anyways, Croaky's managed to get us the notes for episodes 18, 19, and 20 today. Looking at them, a lot of them are single line bullet points. So
Short, simple, and to the point.
yeah, Croaky, you want to start off for us, considering you missed last week?
I couldn't figure out why it wasn't loading. Then I realized that my wife was signed in, but now I have it.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so Kisa wonders.
Wrong.
Sorry, that was me. Go on, Cricket.
Kisa wonders if the baby will be a boy or a girl.
Because Kisa's friend's mom is pregnant.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Hero's
So-
mom.
Here, that's his name.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I left that part out. Hiro and Kisa are talking, and Kisa wonders if Hiro's new sibling will be a boy or a girl.
And I gotta say, when I saw Hero's mom, I was like, is that fucking Toru? And I was like, no, that's not Toru. For a second, it caught me off guard.
What?
It caught his mom caught me off guard. I was like, is that Toru? It's like, no, that's not Toru.
Maybe it's Sora in the future, though.
Time. This is actually one of the time travel anime.
No, that's later on the list. We got a few to get through before we get to time travel of different forms.
That's a bitch and a half time travel, and especially multiverse. But anyway, Hero
So-
worries when his mum runs up because she's a klutz and she's and you know she's a klutz when she's pregnant and she's running.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! That's a immediate cause for an abortion joke.
Nah. It'd be like if you're running from your life from a serial killer. And I
And you're
understand, just like okay, but nah, she's just running up to greet her son.
But still, that is a dark way of doing an abortion joke.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
think any of us realize that until now, right?
No. Hero rants in the background while Rin walks by. And Kisa wants to know if Hero's mom is having a boy or a girl, but she wants...
No, so Hero and his mum decide they don't want to know what the baby's sex is
Yes.
until it's born.
And to be clear, it's sex as in gender, not sexual preference.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
can't
wouldn't
decide.
know that for
What?
a while, anyways.
Yeah. Oh, well, not according to America.
I don't know if you know this, Bailey, but babies can't talk.
Yeah. But you should see the shit they're doing in America with children. That's
I li-
fucked.
Can we
I live
don't
here.
focus
I
on
live
America?
here.
We're focused on Japan here.
Yeah, let's
because
go
of the anime.
Japan. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so Hero admits he isn't kind. What?
Hero admits he isn't kind and
And
wouldn't
Yeah.
make a good husband.
Oh, there's. I forgot the and wouldn't make a good husband.
Hero runs to Catherine, who ignores him. Why do you worry? Do you feel responsible? Enjoy your life. Like it's a bad thing to want love because Rin, you know, we're gonna find out later why she's acting like this.
Yeah, and why she broke up with Hatsuharu.
Haru.
Yeah.
But Hiro, seems to have some kind of connection to Rin, and she just doesn't want to talk to him, and he thinks maybe it's because his mom is happy and is having a baby, and they've got a good family relationship, but we will learn more later.
The connection between Hero and Rin is a pretty strong one because, like, the first time we meet Rin was at the end of season 1, and Hero was the character that went to meet her.
Yeah.
So Hero
Yeah.
knows what Rin is up to.
Hiro realizes that even Shigure didn't know, and there is no way to break the curse. Flashback.
I think that's supposed to be doesn't know.
Yeah, I think that
Shouldn't it be Rin? Because Rin's going to Shigure to ask
so.
how to break
No,
the curse.
So Rin went to see Shigure, and Hiro like realizes without Rin saying anything. Hiro's like, he didn't know, did he? So Hiro just guessed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a smart one.
I think that this is an older version of my notes because I'm pretty sure I edited this, but I don't know. The episode 18 is more of a mess than the later episodes.
Alright.
Well, episode 80 you can sort of call it a mess in itself if you don't understand what's going on.
Okay.
Flashback.
Why do you think I know how to break the curse? Shigure.
Shigure.
Is that what I am? A trusted favorite?
Of Akito, because she says you're around Akito.
You sure Akita's a she?
Oh, I don't even know what the fuck Akito is, but basically Shigure is around Akito, the gender question thingy-mabob. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Akito is. Okay, so Shigure asks Rin, like, even if he knew how to break the curse, why should he reveal it to her and risk Akito's wrath? And Rin offers herself, and says, oh yeah, you can do anything you want to me. And Shigure realizes that she is desperate for Hatsuhara's sake. And, he says he's no one's favorite, and then he goes on to explain how he doesn't know how to break the curse. He's like, oh, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Like, Rin is like, offer, like that sort of stuff.
No.
He's way older. Don't go for it, Rin.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go for it, because he's such a romantic that he is.
I think it's because they're related.
Yeah.
Which is all types of fucked up.
Yeah.
She's also baby.
What?
I mean, obviously Shigure doesn't care about younger, or he likes younger women, but she's a lot younger than him.
How old is Shigure? Like mid-20s?
He says he's 28, I think.
Yeah, 28.
To late.
Late 20s.
Because he's older than Ayame, right?
No, he's the same age.
Same age?
Ayame, Shigure, and Hattori are the same age.
Hattori, yeah. I think Kurino is a little bit older, but in the flashbacks, they all seem to be about the same age.
Yeah,
well,
which is weird.
Kurino,
I was
he's
a
not
bit
part of the
confused
Zodiac,
there.
isn't he?
You were talking at the same time. What did you
Sorry.
say?
Hey, you go first.
No, because I was saying with the flashbacks, I was a bit confused because Rin looked like, to me, the same as she does in the present day. And it was only when I realized, oh no, she's a few feet shorter. Because face, like in the hair, she looked the same. So it's like someone just got her and just shrunk her down. Like in
Well, that's usually what
miniature
happens
horse.
when you have a character with long hair.
Yeah, like in that anime. Remember the school one where
School live.
I think it's School Live with the vampire girl.
Oh no, that's actually I am.
I am. And then you got the alien one.
Yeah.
She's got that big metal body, and then like when she hops out of it, she's like that small.
She's like a perfect replica of the robot.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. All right, who's continuing on? You want to say something?
I was gonna just say, Kurino's not part of the Zodiac, is he?
Yeah, he's
Oh, no.
a rooster.
Yeah. I
He's
forgot.
the rooster.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's the cock.
Shigure calls himself weak, unsympathetic, and the worst kind of man, and he tells her to look somewhere else, and jokes about even asking God himself or Akito.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine that? Oh my Akito. So, oh my god. Akito, Christ.
The abbreviation OMA.
I can just picture that conversation between Rin and Akito.
No, instead of OMA, Akito's like, oh my me.
OMA.
Oh my me.
Alright, who's
Yeah.
Rin?
Shigure's still talking about how bad he is, and he says, "You just do the work, and I'll just watch and benefit."
Of course he would do that. But yeah, in the next scene, Rin is opening boxes and books. She says she doesn't believe him and she hasn't found anything.
And then she starts getting sick.
Yeah. And when she passes out, we get a flashback to,
So a flashback within a flashback.
I think this might be... We're back in the present.
But it's
For a
still a
moment,
flashback.
and then immediately has another flashback. She
Yeah.
does have a flashback.
It's like
with the
Inception, where
flashback
it's
later,
like
though.
it's like Inception, where we got to go into this person's dreams. Okay, this guy's in our dream. Now we have to put him asleep in our dream so we can go into his dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, partially blown my brain
Yeah.
out of my head.
Like in Rick and Morty, with the Inception.
But-
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna give Morty an A, and that's my decision.
But yeah, we get a flashback to a wow.
Oh yeah.
Womp
we-
womp.
That's her. You want to scroll down the notes?
Okay.
Yeah, she says they're being all romantic, and she says, "I wish I could be born as your heart."
And
He says,
and Haru
"But then
responds,
we couldn't
But then we do
kiss."
kiss.
Yeah.
And then we get another flashback to her saying her dad, like Rin's dad, saying, "I don't want you." This is just flashback central.
God,
right
you can
now.
tell, like, these parents, you're supposed to take care of the child, but if something like this happens...
Well, it's either you're overprotective or you don't want the kid at all.
Yeah, here's an idea. Why don't you, like, just send your kid... If you want to get rid of your kids, send them to the circus.
No, what you do is you send them to another part of the world.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of your kid, but they're part of the Zodiac, just send them to the main estate.
The
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, the main estate.
Of Soma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she wakes up later in the afternoon to see Hatsuharu with Aikido. She barely makes it to Shigeru's library and gets sick again. Rin is just absolutely not doing well.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Assassin's Creed, when you spend too long in the Animus, you start getting sick. Because of the bleeding effect. Just,
I think she's just pushing herself too hard.
yeah. Or the flashbacks
Yeah,
are
she-
too
she-
taxing on her body.
No, in this case, she is pushing herself way too much to try and figure out how to break the
Yeah,
curse.
like the song,
Honestly,
push it to the limit.
the first time I watched this, I just thought she was pregnant too.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Because we get the flashback of her and Hatsuhara in bed.
Oh!
So remember, and then that because after she froze up, and then flashes back to that scene. So I thought
No,
it
she
was
passed out.
yeah, but it showed like she was getting sick
But
in
she
that.
she does throw up. So I thought she was just pregnant.
Yeah, me
with
too.
Haru's baby.
Yo, weird. I'm gonna go and quickly go and get a drink of water. You two can continue.
Yeah,
All right. So she has another flashback to Rin asking her family why they're happy, and she says it seems hard for the other Zodiacs, but not for me.
C.
It was too perfect.
Zodiacs with a C.
Oh, not today. There you go.
She says it's like a play. In the scene the doll is watching, the doll notably looks a lot like her. Because her parents slap her around and she goes flying like a rag doll.
Not yet. They will though.
All it took a few simple questions for the play she'd been living came to an end. Rin is holding the doll and saying she's sorry. They hated her all along, he says. She
I'm
was
back.
a burden. Dun, 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 dun.
Her dad says she was a burden.
Yeah. I can make you split the table.
It's just like.
Then
The whole time it just goes.
They tried to pretend to be happy family until they became exhausted and snapped. And then back in the present, she says, "Haru, I'm scared," while Toru hugs her, and Haru's not there. She's at Shigure's house.
Yeah, she's going crazy. in her flashback, she says, if they weren't in a good mood, she would just try to wait it out like a stone.
Yeah, she collapses and it cuts to the next scene in the flashback. Now in the hospital, and this is when they're kids, Haru says, that's a relief you're conscious, I think? Or was it... Because I'm getting confused with these flashbacks.
Is it a flashback within the flashback that went to the present and the flashback and then the flashback?
Yeah, I don't know.
Back to the first flashback, then flashback again.
This episode is very artistic.
Yeah.
It's just like, where is the flashback end and where does the episode start? It's like, it's like the original Saw movie.
Oh, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like... Yeah, that's a great movie. That still holds up to this
But
day.
it has so many
I thought you said it was like
within
Inception.
flashbacks.
Yeah, like Inception. Yeah, I don't know. It's like something.
I'm actually already sweating.
Yeah,
I need
know,
to put the
it's
AC on.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, it's such a good episode. I'm sweating too.
I'm sweating because
It snowed here yesterday,
Oh, it snowed. I always wanted to go to the snow.
but today it was AC weather, and the day before the snow it was really hot. AC
It
weather.
was AC weather. It was Assassin's Creed weather.
No, AC as in AC.
Okay.
The
Automatic.
weather is just so strange here.
As in air conditioning.
Okay, all right. Let's continue. Where are we? So, Okay, now in the hospital, Haru says that it's a release. That it is a relief. I don't know. That's a relief.
That's a relief you're conscious.
Okay.
She remembers that they played together a lot before things happened. She told him she likes his hair. Because, like, even when he was younger, he had, like, the black and white hair thing going.
Yeah. The doctor says she was injured in hidden places. Who? Rin or the doctor?
Rin.
The doctor's a man. So Rin, her family
No,
was beating her.
I think it was, like, bruises, like, in spots where you couldn't see them. So the parents could be like, we didn't know what was going on, or something like that.
Okay.
It's like, it's child abuse.
Yeah. Sensei checks up on her in the hospital and she sits up suddenly. She wants to hear her parents' explanation. She says it wasn't them. It's my fault. Her parents say she doesn't need to come home and say, I don't know how I'm supposed to love you.
Far out. That's... So, not only child abuse, but abandonment.
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
such a lovely anime.
the money's not even worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, the doctor asks to talk outside, like, the parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she falls out of bed and asks them not to leave her. Her parents say they don't want her... Like, hold on. The thing is covering it.
Sorry.
It's all good. I got the right word anyway. Yeah, Haru asks how they could say something like that. And he says, we feel pain just like you do, morons. Croaky, you want to take this next one?
Yeah, so I noticed that even though Haru is yelling at them, he doesn't turn black. Like, he doesn't... When he's Black Haru, he's very, like, calm,
Physical.
but angry.
Physical?
But with this, he's just yelling and yelling and yelling, you know?
Yeah.
I think this might be, like, sort of before...
He hasn't become Two-Face yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she
It's sort of
never
interesting
went
how
home.
the one character that has, like, two different personalities
Yeah, that's a
has two different coloured hair.
That's a great villain, Two-Face. You know he can't make up
The
a coin
cow.
from a coin.
Mm.
That's how you defeat him. Take away the coin.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
Or if you really want to be creative, well, he's flipping it, take the gun, bang.
No, I saw that in
Or
Telltale Batman.
if you want to be really creative while he's flipping it, throw more coins at him.
Oh, I like in that Batman.
Yeah.
Because I love the Telltale Batman where he flips the coin and you like can grab it and he's like he can't decide what he wants to do. And then you can just throw the coin off the stairs. He's like, no! He dives after and he falls down the flight of stairs.
And dies?
No, he lives. But yeah, but anyways, getting back on topic.
Hey, speaking of the child abuse, we got a note, we got some research note here about
Yeah,
child
so
abuse.
I looked up the child abuse laws, and in real life Japan, if the doctor asked to talk to them outside, they would have been arrested for child abuse.
Mm.
But because Japan has very strict child abuse laws, so the only reason that they didn't is plot armor, or maybe it's because they're rich somas.
By the way, keep track of that note. It's going to be appearing in Higurashi.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, they did get caught, but they didn't. They didn't get in trouble. So
You know how those rich, big corporate fat cats are.
Mm.
somas.
So yeah, she ended up moving in with Kagura, but she kind of just living with a family that is not broken.
I'll be right back.
So wait, Rin has to live with a family that's broken? What are you getting at
I
there,
guess
Cracker?
She just says she can't adjust to a family that's in good condition. Like Kagura's happy, genuinely happy. Her mom is happy. We don't ever see Kagura's dad, I think, but Rin just can't fit in with them.
Mm. Also, the next point you got here is that Rin's on her face next to the bed. When
Yeah,
her-
I don't think
Harry
she's
comes to the
on the
window.
bed. I think she's on the ground.
Like, face down on the ground or something.
Yeah.
What?
And then Haru comes to her window, and they share a gray popsicle, even though it's snowing outside.
Why is the popsicle triangle?
So that's the next note here. It says that it's a unique dessert from Japanese culture. It's colored like a black sesame ice cream, but it's shaped like a melon bar, and the melon bars are triangles because they're like slices of melons. So I don't
actually
know
saw-
why it was a triangle.
Mm.
Yeah, I one time saw this video in Japan. This girl's like taking care of her baby brother, and she's trying to teach him to eat healthy. And so she's got like this watermelon that's like frozen, and she pulls out an ice block and she's eating it. And she pulls out a part of the watermelon that's frozen and pretends it's an ice block and gives it to him. And so
Yeah.
he's eating, he thinks, oh, it's an ice cream, but no, he's just eating frozen watermelon.
Well, in Japan, there are the square watermelons.
Yeah, so I never got that. How the hell is a watermelon a square?
It's just how they grow it, I think.
It's like, can you imagine a square tomato?
Yes.
Gee, it's like,
I've-
what?
I've seen it. You just grow it in a box.
But I actually saw a place that was selling a black sesame ice cream. But I just didn't get it.
What about a straight banana?
That would be weird.
Instead of curved,
Instead of,
like
instead of
a,
curving up or curving
Yeah.
down,
it's like
it
a,
just goes.
like a cucumber. This like or a curved cucumber.
Barely, it's like instead of
Uh.
this or this, it's just this.
Alright, back on
You
topic.
should have expected a dick joke.
Next
there.
week you'll have to have black sesame ice cream.
Yeah.
That's not like nut related, is it?
No, it's just something they do in the background.
No, because I have an allergy to peanuts, and like I just say all nuts to be safe.
Oh, I don't know if
I don't
yeah,
know if
if-
I have sesame.
be safe.
Yeah.
Do what's safe.
Mm.
Anime is not worth it. Be safe.
I'll probably, if I know by next week, I'll probably have it
That's
ready.
kind of funny. You're a straight guy who's allergic to nuts. That's why you're straight, because of your allergy. Alright, back on topic. Where were we?
Time skip.
Oh
Go
yeah,
on,
we
time
talk
skips
about-
and
just out of
flashbacks.
nowhere, just gonna go forward in time.
They talk about having trouble at school. Haru says they have a problem with my hair and attitude, so I need a piercing too.
Are we still in flashback territory?
Yeah, it's still a flashback.
Far out.
Rin admits that she maybe she had already fallen in love with him, Haru.
Yeah, Haru, yeah.
He asks if she wants to kiss, but she's worried that Akito would be furious. She says, I love him and she can't live without him. And then when they do kiss, I thought for a second Haru was going to grab her ass because the way his hand moves. If you look back at when they kiss, it's like his hand but it's like a trickery of the thing. So it's like he moves the hand down, but it looks like from the angle, it's like it's like
What?
in Alphelm Online when
Alpine?
yeah, when Asuna reunites with Kirito and Yui, and she hugs Yui, and if you pause it at the right moment, the hug looks like they're gonna kiss. So yeah, it was kind of like that.
Are you guys trying to ruin all the anime I've watched?
No, I'm just saying.
Seriously.
You know, with trickery of the camera, it's
It's
funny.
just. Oh.
You already know they had a sex scene.
Yeah.
Well, that was important to the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kirito and Asuna did in like the novel. You remember when they go before they get married?
I haven't read the novel.
Yeah, it's like mind blowing, man. Or maybe I'm just fucking with you there.
Stop trying to ruin everything I have watched.
Alright, speaking of ruining everything, we have another flashback within flashbacks of many flashbacks to the doll getting broken. And Akito asks if they're dating. And Akito tells Rin he's disgusted by her hair, but he, she, they, them, it, whatever, is probably jealous. It says I don't, because he is, or she, because it's she in the anime, right?
He.
No, she in the manga, he in the anime. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't care right now. We're just calling him a he. Okay?
We'll call him a little bitch, is what we'll call him.
No. No.
No one can have this. No.
You just got scientists speechless there for a second. No.
We call him a little bitch, is what we call him.
You gotta scroll further.
So Akito says, "I really do despise women."
Yeah, he says, "I don't want you," just like her parents did.
No, but before that, doesn't he say who initiated the romance? Was it Haru or you? And Rin's like, yeah, it was me. Then Akito slapped. I want to see what would happen if someone just slapped Akito back. Can you imagine?
I don't think you'd be able to.
The Fug Life, it's like Tora just slaps him and just walks away.
No, I literally don't think you can slap Akito because he would just dodge it.
No, can you imagine if you actually got a hit in?
Yeah.
You'd be like, and everyone's just like, oh, I am the Alpha Zodiac now. Maybe it's like that. Maybe it's like wolves. You know, you got the Alpha, and sometimes wolves can challenge the Alpha, and then they become the new Alpha. That's what one of the Somas need to do. Sorry, what were you saying?
Have you ever tried to slap God before?
No. I've slapped a dog before, if that counts. Dog, so
Shigure is the dog.
So you've slapped Shigure.
Yeah.
Lots of people have slapped Shigure.
And also probably Kyo as well.
No, actually, no. I was playing. You ever play God of War? I've slapped many gods.
Well, Akito pushes her out of a window.
Yeah, so this is the iconic moment of like what's led to what's happening now, and like where she was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And as she's falling, she remembers that Haru wanted her when nobody else did. She says, "For a little while I was free. All for you from me, from Akito." And then the next shot,
we see that
he's
Haru
on the
actually
ground.
sees that moment as well.
Yeah, and in the next shot, she's on the ground and her blood bellow over window. What?
So yeah,
Like in a
she
pool of her
like
own
hit
blood.
her head on a rock, I think.
Yeah.
And
I think she hit her shoulder on the rock because she has a scar.
it was either like
Or the side of her head.
it was sort of like
Probably both.
like sort of like that sort of area.
Or maybe she
Of
hurt
the
the
body.
rock so bad it was bleeding.
The rock was bleeding.
Poor rock.
You tell me
Then she
that
thinks-
Red is Jesus now.
Yeah.
Pulling blood
In
from
the
a
end,
rock.
she thinks,
And instead
I'll
of
be
turning
okay if
wine
I
in the
have
blood, you
nothing.
turn rocks in the blood. Can you imagine if you had that power to turn like, instead of turning blood into wine, you turn wine into blood? I mean, imagine all like the transfusions people could have.
Ooh.
or just the, like, really spooky Halloween parties.
Oh yeah,
It's just like everyone's drinking blood.
like that scene in Blade 1 where the sprinklers go off. And
Yeah.
Blood. All right.
So even though I haven't
Yep.
seen Blade, I know the moment you're talking about.
Yeah.
By the way, we missed the last point of
Shit.
18.
She,
There we go.
Rin says, "I'll be okay if I have nothing in the end."
Which is like juxtaposed with Toru kneeling next to a bed. Because isn't she sleeping in...
Toru's room.
Yeah, I was thinking Toru's room after getting, like... And Toru's, like, kneeling there, like, next to her and, like...
Yeah.
Making sure she's
And we're
alright.
back to the present, finally.
We've made it back to the present.
So end of episode 18, and
You might want to scroll up a bit. So...
Really artsy episode.
Yeah.
Very Inception.
Okay, can we not do the flashbacks this time round?
alright.
I don't know. Oh, here it is. Rin dreams of her mom smiling and wakes up to see Toru. So it immediately starts with another.
Well, it was a
Almost.
dream, not a flashback. It's different.
It was a dream.
Yeah.
Different.
So Rin says she doesn't want to get close to Toru because
And
I
She
don't
doesn't
know.
say why yet, but she will later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shigure tells Rin that Toru found her and she turned into a horse.
Yeah. How did Rin turn into a horse when she found her? Because
No.
if the opposite sex embraces you, then you transform into your zodiac, right?
Or extreme stress.
Also, when they get exhausted, yeah.
I
Stressed.
guess the better question is how the fuck did Toru get her to the house if she found her as a horse?
No,
Did she get a
She
She
was
was
already
already
in
in
the
the house.
she was
Oh,
already in
okay.
the house. And then she transformed into the horse.
So I was just
Was
confused,
she,
like, did
like-
Toru find her as a horse and just get a wheelbarrow and just wheel her off?
Just imagine that. Just like Toru with a wheelbarrow trying to move a horse.
Oh, God.
Toru would just freak out too much. Shigure would have to do it.
Just imagine, like, all those they have to come together just to lift
Yeah.
horse Rin up.
Heave ho! So Shigure tells Rin, Dr. Hari is with them. Dr. Hari. Dr. Hurry up, he has no time for tomfoolery.
It's Hattori. He just
Hattori.
forgot the
Then
top.
It's mostly Momiji that calls him Hari. I think
Yeah, he
they called him
calls him
Hari in that
Harry.
scene.
He calls him Harry.
Harry, yeah.
That might make a good book, actually. Dr. Hurry up and his useless assistant, tomfoolery. No, I'm
You
gonna,
can ride it, okay?
yeah, no, I'm actually gonna make a note of that.
But yeah, so Rin tries to jump out the window. Toru's like comes in and just like does the whole, just drops the tray like that. Oh my goodness, don't jump, sort of thing. Sort of like when Blake and not Blake. When Yang and Y showed up at the place in Volume 5.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's been some controversy with the new Ruby from the English voice actor of Blake.
Yeah.
I know she's calling out something about one of the producers of the anime or something.
Hmm?
Apparently, the Japanese guy there was a confrontation with his wife, and she's like they got into an argument that said that he struck his wife, but there's no proof of that. So the charges were dropped, and the English voice actor for Blake was just bringing this up on Twitter or something. I don't know the whole story, but yeah, I forgot to tell you. So, anyways,
All because I made a relation of like Toru dropping the tray to Ruby dropping the tray.
yeah, it's like ding. The stuff I forgot to tell you.
Why does that happen?
I don't know. My brain works like that. So Toru wonders why Rin came. Did she need help? Did she need? Did she?
She need help?
Did
And
she need help?
Shigure jokes that they've been dating.
Oh.
Yeah, Toru falls for it.
Oh no.
That's why she needs help caming, because, you know, when you're with Shigure, he takes nothing seriously. Shigure wonders if Akito knows that Hari came.
I'm gonna read it as Harry.
He tells Harry that don't have a Harry Potter. He tells Harry that she drops by every so often because she suspects I know how to break the curse. Then says it's ridiculous, right? Or is it? Did you hear it? The sound of something breaking.
I am totally just gonna be like, at some point in this, I'm gonna lean back so hard that this whole chair's gonna give out. And I'm gonna smack my head and go into a coma.
Oh, you gotta lose some weight, man.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
That's the
The
sound, of a chair breaking.
You know, Rickers.
Alright, so, where were we? Yuki comes in to talk to her. He tells her that Haru still loves her and leaves before she can respond. Haru talks to Rin in a flashback. Oh no!
Again.
Oh, the flashbacks!
About how Toru helps Yuki and Kyo mellow out. She feels sorry for kind people. That's why she didn't want to get close to Toru. She says, "Stay safe in your kind little world. I don't want kind people to suffer."
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Toru's kind. I'd say she's blissfully ignorant
Yeah.
of the real world.
But yeah,
I
Rin thinks
don't know,
to
you
herself,
haven't-
I can't set
you
him
haven't-
free.
Sorry, what?
You haven't seen season 3 yet, right?
No.
Yeah. Toru gets a little bit more gutsy in season 3, but
Oh yeah,
That's
the
spoiler,
Crimson
so-
Butterfly reborn. Let's do it. The
More
Zodiac,
like-
the
although,
Zodiac Butterfly.
For this time round, it'd be the brown butterfly.
No, the Zodiac Butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah, so Rin thinks to herself,
Oh,
can't
she
set
kills
him
Akito
free.
and becomes the new Zodiac Queen.
the new god.
Yeah.
Toru is the new god. What were you saying about, like, the alpha?
Yeah.
If you challenge the alpha?
If you're able to slam a keto, you become God. That's all it is. It's just.
Lapakito, win $5 free dollars.
Shikare would take advantage of that.
Alright, where were we?
Yuki and Kyo are surprised to hear Toru yelling. I don't remember what Toru said,
Oh,
though. I
because
just
Tora
remember
was
she
yelling
yelled.
at Rin about something. About she's like, "No, I'm not going to stay in my little bubble. I'm going to meddle and help break the curse."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She wants to help try to break the curse,
Yeah.
and she's yelling this at Rin to make it make sense.
Yeah, Rin thinks people like me demand more than they have to give. That's why I can't drag you into this.
But yeah, Rin ends up and hugging Tora anyway. And Tora's like, "It's hard being on your own, and scary."
And and then there's a flashback to her mum.
Really?
Yeah, I remember for a few seconds she remembers her mum, and then there's that big door.
Hold on.
Closed.
Stop with the flashbacks.
Okay, where were we?
I'm sorry you had to see that. Sorry, I can't hear everyone else.
Shigure tells Yuki, sometimes you have to lean on others. What you do next is what matters. Do you keep relying on someone to hold you up, or... He never finishes the sentence.
He's just like, but I'm pretty sure we know what the rest of the sentence
Yeah.
is. Like, supporting yourself.
Yeah. Yuki says he is like Rin because they are yearning for the same thing. They want the tea.
No,
They want the tea.
they want to
Oru.
be free.
Yeah, they want the tea Oru. Get it?
I don't...
I
They
swear.
want the tea!
Well,
I swear.
that's
I will slap.
That's in the
I'll-
next episode.
I'll go and get a pair
Alright.
of pliers and pull out each of your teeth.
You're better off cutting out my tongue so I can still talk about tea.
Yeah, but you won't be
It's
able
in
to
the next
announce many
episode.
words without teeth.
Yeah, but I'd still be able to announce it.
Dong.
Alright, so what were you saying, Kurokia?
What Yuki wants from Toru is in the next episode. He doesn't love her.
Hmm. But yeah, so Haru goes to visit Rin at the hospital, and she swings the whole IV rig at him. Like the whole rod.
Yeah, the staff kicked him out for being a detriment to her health. He was just glad that she's lively.
Yeah.
I love it. I like Haru because he sort of says it as it is.
Yeah.
You're going a bit far there, man.
Yeah. There we go.
But yeah, so Kimmy calls Yuki on the PA system and embarrasses him.
Yeah, Haru says she's like a mistress and calls him Union. And then Kimmy giggles and runs away. And I gotta say, it's so funny the way it's played out. Have either of you seen Pepe Le Pew
No.
on Looney Tunes?
I know
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew.
Basically, it's a cat and paint falls on her and she gets a white line.
No,
So-
no, Pepe Le Pew is the skunk.
Yeah, but there's this female cat.
Yeah, the
Paint
cat.
falls on her and she looks like a skunk. And you see, and this reminded me of that because when she's running away really fast, Pepe's just like lightly just hopping. And if you look back at that episode and see how she's running away from the fangirls, it's like they're all just like this and she's just like, yeah.
La la la.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Also, you-
skipping a hop.
It reminded me of a bit from The Mask as well.
The Mask. Oh, with Jim Carrey.
At the park.
Oh yeah, freeze.
I don't remember that. It's
That-
been so long.
If you've seen CinemaSins,
Yeah.
one of the scenes is like Pepe Le Pew come to life.
I don't.
Because he's like trying to romance the main, main female.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz. And she knees him in the balls. And he's like,
Oh
she's
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, he does the voice.
I love it.
Haru asks Kakeru to take care of Yuki, and Kakeru says, "I will make your daughter happy."
Yuki asks if he wants to be slapped.
It reminds me of Scientist.
Okay, yeah. Haru.
If I had the power to, I would slap you through the screen. And,
Will
and
Smith
also
style.
slap you.
Will Smith style. Keep my YouTube name out your fucking mouth. So yeah, Haru tells Yuki to remember to fight. Later, Toru asks about a bonfire rumor.
What do you mean by bonfire rumor?
Oh,
Like, they're having a school party, and there's rumors going around that there will be fireworks and a bonfire.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And they're gonna be
Oh,
singing.
yeah, there was literally the bonfire, yeah.
Yeah, gonna be singing.
I
Kumbaya.
completely forgot about the bonfire thing.
So Shigure says, in his day, Aya lit up the entire school. Kyo
Let's just hope he wasn't a
says,
pyromaniac.
Kyo just says it's a waste of money.
Yeah, Toru made jello for dessert. And Yuki asked, why did you make jello? And Kyo just says,
Kyo
that-
correctly guesses that she went to visit the hospital and says she's easy to read. Toru is worried and says, I'm not easy to read for everyone, am I?
yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. Although, like, she's easy to read on what she shows. You going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yuki asks if Rin threw an IV stand at her, and Toru is confused and says she seems normal.
Because of what happened with Haru. And Shigure is like, I'm gonna try to eat all the jello. Even though it's
And
for,
then
it's
Everyone
for,
complains.
Rin, right?
This is I think she already took the jello to Rin. This is just for the family at Shigure's house. But he wants to eat all of it.
But then he tries to feed Toru. And
Yeah,
you put
after
a face
you
there?
can't eat all of it, he tries to feed it to Toru.
What's with the face?
It was just an awkward moment, so I put an face.
No, we've already had one WTF moment in this anime, in this season. We don't need any others. I feel like that's like the rule of anime, though. It's like you gotta have that one scene that's like WTF, and then the rest of it's like fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, come on. No flashback! No flashback!
There's another flashback to the hospital, and we find out the reason Toru made jello is because Rin says it's the only thing that she doesn't hate.
I love how I, like, whenever I see the word flashback, it triggers me now.
The next day, so it's not a flashback anymore.
Thank
Rin
goodness.
is dressed to leave with her hair tied up, and as soon as Toru compliments it, she goes to take her hair ties out.
And we find out Rin doesn't feel comfortable eating in front of people. By the way, Bailey, while you're gone, I picked up the chair for a moment.
Oh,
In
no.
pure anger, flashback appearing again.
No.
Oh
we're gonna
no,
need a flashback
not
for
another flashback.
Don't you dare!
As you're telling me this, like, will you just cut out the clip and you go back and do
No,
a flashback where you
no,
picked up the chair?
No.
Where are we?
No.
God, you're like that horse from Family Guy.
No, it's the horse from Fruits Basket.
No, the horse from Family Guy where he's like the roommate and he's like, what are you talking about? Sarah Jessica Parker was in that movie and the horse is like, no, you're wrong. He's like, what do you mean I'm wrong? And the horse is like, no. Alright, where are we?
Rin assumes that Toru came to discuss the curse, and Toru panics because she actually forgot about the Zodiac and just came to be friendly.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, Toru tells Rin about when Akito told her about the bond and asks if the bond is the, whatever the word behind the black box is.
Is the same as the curse.
The same as, okay.
Yeah, if
How
the
did
bond
you
is
know
the
what
curse.
the word was?
I took a guess. Rin says they don't have any memory of making the promise. Rin takes out her hair as she's talking.
Yeah, because the promise was made, like, centuries ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. A millennia.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Somewhere far away. If someone holds you against your will, then it's only a chain. That's why we call it a curse. Rin admits that she asked Shigure, but he says he has no idea. Toru guesses that Karina might know the answer, and Rin calls him spineless.
But yeah, Toru makes the decision to see Kona and Rin trips Toru, like...
Oh yeah, and
Why?
as she's walking
She
up, you
stands
see
up-
Toru fall, and she's just like holding her leg.
She stands up right there to go see Kureno, and Rin's like, not yet, hold on.
Hold on, I got more to tell you, I'm coming back here.
It's like at the end of Terminator 3 where the TX is like just grabs John Connor's leg as they're crawling under the thing because it's like the door's closing. So it's like.
But yeah, Rin asks what's so precious to her, and Toru freezes. Or is this Rin?
No, Tora freezes, but she doesn't know
Yeah.
why it's not coming out. What she wants to say.
Yeah, and then Rin says, "You don't have to tell me, just don't do something stupid."
Tora's
Don't worry, Toru is anything but stupid.
Yeah. Tora's
Like,
But
she's down to do stupid things.
She's already snuck in to see Kureno once at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tora suggests that they team up, and Rin calls her unreliable.
Why are you calling the main character unreliable?
At,
Rin?
I don't know. At night, Tora worries about why she couldn't answer Rin. You can tell she's serious because she called her Izuzu.
Which is her actual name.
She dreams about the night her mum left. She begs her mum not to go, then wakes up from her nightmare. Rin thinks about how there is something pushing Tora to a breaking point. She hopes someone like Hara will be there for her like he was for Rin. She says out loud, "This is good about the Jello." Oh, sorry,
What?
Yeah, she's eating the Jello. This is so fucking good.
But yeah, Tora is thinking about Together Always, probably thinking that how she wants to be with her mum and how Zerg don't want to be together. And, Greg, you want to take the research note you have here?
Yeah, so I looked up Jello in Japan, and I couldn't find anything unusual about Japanese Jello. I just thought it was funny that Jello is made from horse, but Rin likes to eat it.
Cannibalism. What do you mean Jello is made from horse?
It's made from horse bones.
Really?
Are we sure this is
Yep.
just the Japanese kind and not all
Nope.
Jello?
Oh, that
All
might-
Jello.
Oh, now you got me thinking of that Family Guy episode where there's like milk in the fridge and Peter's like, oh yeah, some of the milk in the fridge isn't milk, it's horse sperm. And you see Stewie like eating, he's like, and then he just slowly just keeps eating the cereal. So,
So wait,
um,
are we literally saying that we've all eaten horse?
yeah, some part of a horse.
I just googled it, and the thing about Jello being made from horse is a false rumor.
Okay.
But it's still kind of funny that there's a rumor that Jello's made from horses, and Rin likes to eat it.
You know, people used to eat horses back in the day when they were this tall.
People
Horses used to-
still eat horses, just
Yeah,
in different
No,
countries.
no, but they used to eat like a horse. You know how when you get like a turkey from the store, you'd have horses around that size, and the people would like kill the horse and cook it up, and they just like cut here, have a
I
horse
don't-
leg.
I don't think that there are horses the size of turkeys.
Not anymore, but they were horses. They were like that big.
Okay, right now I'm going to bring up the fact that there's a show called Good Mythical Morning, and they had like the Mythical Kitchen channel as well.
Yeah.
But Josh, who is like one of the hosts of that, made horse meat flavored chips alongside fugu flavored chips and one other flavor. I don't remember what the other flavor was. But horse meat chips are an actual thing.
Alright. So episode. Sorry, Croker. What were you saying?
Oh, I was to say that's crazy. But then I had a question. When you say chips, do you mean like
Potato chips.
crisp potato chips? Okay.
It's not
I
actually
wasn't-
made from horse. It just tastes like horse meat. Which
Yeah,
means
so-
you have to know what horse meat tastes like to be able to make it out of it.
I one time ate kangaroo meat.
Hmm?
I one time ate
I-
kangaroo meat.
I've
I
ate
just
kangaroo
wasn't
meat as
sure if
well.
you meant,
Kangaroo
like-
is an acceptable thing to eat.
Yes.
Horse isn't at this age.
What about the next day?
Yeah.
Uh,
next day.
wouldn't be a
Next day.
surprise if
Yeah, when
that's
nuclear fallout happens.
Mm.
Alright, so episode 20 opens with Yuki remembering how he is the same as Rin, in at least one way, yearning for the same thing. They both want the tea.
No.
So Yuki is
no,
standing
no.
in front.
Ah.
Well,
See what he's doing to me? He's like, I
They-
got all this evidence when I take you to court. Is you violating me? So Yuki is. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Korokyo?
I was gonna say that's kind of right, but not exactly the way you mean.
Yeah.
It is technically correct, but the reason why is different.
So Yuki is standing in front of the class and they decide to do the play Cinderella. One of them says, "The votes have been cast and our fates are sealed." Yuo says that we all know the prince will be playing the prince, referring to Yuki.
But
Those,
surprise, surprise, it's not.
have you ever read Grimm's Tales?
Do you want me to go and get the book that I have?
Yeah, oh, you got it? Yeah, because it's like
Give me a minute.
the original versions of the tales were dark, like
Give me a moment.
how the stepsisters have to slip their shoes on. They'd cut the soles off their feet, so
Yeah,
to slip into the slipper. It's crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah. So you, sorry, what?
Yuo, I forgot to write this down, but Yuo says she wanted to do a classic play and is kind of disappointed that they're not doing a Japanese classic, but they're doing a Western.
Yeah. Goddamn Westerners. What are we? Are we from the West? Or are we? East?
Yeah, we are. You are. I am. We both are.
Yeah. So
Even though technically you're south of them, it's still considered the West.
Yuki says he won't accept any big roles because student council is too much responsibility. Kakaru comes in and asks if he wants to be late. Toru tells him not to push himself. In the student council, is it?
Yeah, so Kakaru comes and asks if he wants to be late for the student council meeting, and as he's leaving, Toru tells Yuki not to push himself.
Okay. Kakeru asks why he doesn't have a phone, and Yuki is surprised that Kakeru uses it that much and sighs about having a parent sign the contract. Yeah, we just get Yuki a pager. And if any, all the Zodiac get pages, and Akito is just buzzing them. I'm lonely, come to me. Yeah, it says maybe get a page. Oh, fuck, what the hell does Akito want now?
I
What?
bet you could get a pager that works with the modern cell phone service, and it just takes text messages.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, or they all get on social media, and it's like, Akito wants to add you as a friend, block. Where was I? When Kakeru asks about Yuki's mother, Yuki says, our relationship is like a shirt that's buttoned wrong. But you know, the thing about buttons is that you can fix them up, which means that the relationship can be fixed, maybe.
You're skipping ahead. That's on the next page. Yeah, Kakeru goes on and on for an unusually long time about how much that makes sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm
It's
not?
like a shirt.
Yeah. What do you mean I'm not on? I'm reading the next line after the parent signed the contract about the phone.
You said about the buttoning that they talk about that on the next page about they're fixing the buttons. You guessed.
Oh, okay.
You
Sorry,
get it
I
right.
forgot about that. I was just saying that. I was using that as a metaphor. I wasn't trying to spoil
Well, so do
anything.
they. You just spoiled it.
Whoops. Kakeru goes on for an unusually long time about how much that makes sense. Someone
Yeah,
throws.
it's like a shirt that's buttoned wrong. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Someone throws a book through a window. It might be a Grimm's Tale book. We don't know. Kakeru is.
Speaking of that, I don't know where mine's gone. It's just gone.
Okay. So Kakeru is only excited about the possibility of a villain for the school defense squad. It's just Machi. And you don't remember Machi?
The Rube Destroyer.
Yeah. You want to pick it up from here?
Which note are we on?
Kakeru walks in and says, "Here we go again."
Yeah, Kiwi comes in
Like
announcing
Mario.
that Machi
Here we
talks
go.
about the room and wonders if it's a poltergeist. She just completely ignores Machi. Kakeru asks him to forget it ever happened and let him take care of it. And Yuki just turns a blind eye to what's going on. He tells them that they need to get to the meeting, but to take their time cleaning.
I don't get why it's called turn a blind eye.
Like, you just...
Yeah, I know it's like you don't pay attention or you just ignore things, but wouldn't it be like...
It's like a closed eye.
Yeah. But you're not blind, so what? If you're blind in that eye, why do you need to turn? You're not going to see it anyway.
I think it's like a horse with blinders.
Maybe.
Because when they've got the blinders on, they can only look forward, and if you turn them, they can't see it anymore, so they start walking
Like
in the
no
direction you're in.
peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
You can tell Shorty to leave her be. Kiwi says Yuki is fierce enough. Well, anyway.
Oh. Need to get a fan.
Yuki notices Kakeru and Machi's relationship is close, but not like they're dating close.
Yeah,
That just reminds me of Nora from Ruby, how she's just like, we're together, but not together.
Yeah, we're like conjoined twins,
No.
but we're not together. We're just together.
Yuki comes back later, and they're still not finished cleaning. He says he won't help Kakeru finish.
So yeah, Manabe is just like, I'll take these papers and toss them!
He throws them all into the air and says, "I don't get why she does this."
Yuki asks if she's maybe depressed. And Manabe says that Machi is his sister, and Yuki is the one agreeing with himself.
Oh, thanks a lot. Now you got me thinking about that horse from the Never-Ending Story. When they're walking, when he and the
The
kid,
horse?
yeah, and the kid's walking with the horse, and the horse just gives up, and it slowly sinks into your
Yeah, the horse
abyss.
is depressed.
The-
Is this season 2 that you're talking about?
No, you got me thinking of a horse from the Never-Ending Story movie.
Yeah,
No,
I know what you're talking
You said
about.
Promised Neverland, you dumbass.
Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, the horse.
Grogu, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Arlak.
Yeah, that full horse.
Arlak the horse. Yeah.
That's almost that's almost like it almost comes in second because I was playing Ghost of Tsushima when your horse dies. My loyal steed.
Oh, I've set my horse off many cliffs.
Yeah, but this horse is like, god damn it, gets shot with multiple arrows and still carries you to safety. God damn it. Alright, let's continue.
But yeah, so he notes that they don't have the same last name. And so yeah, Kako asks if Yuki's family argues about successorship. He mentions that he's older but illegitimate, and that Machi is the true heir but a girl. And their mothers argue about, like, what? I don't understand why it has, like, whenever it comes to people being the heir, it has to be a male.
Ah, that's traditional.
But it's stupid.
You know, well, you know what else is weird? You know Miles Morales and Spider-Man?
Yeah?
You know that he gets his last name from his mother,
Yeah.
and his parents are married. Because apparently it's like in his culture, the child takes the mother's name instead of the father's.
Yeah.
So would you say that's weird as well?
No.
'Cause it's just like different cultures. Like to them, where our culture's weird.
No,
Because like,
I
in Japanese, they write up to down, right?
Yeah, I
we
don't
write
find that weird.
across.
I don't find that weird, 'cause I
it's
know-
weird too.
Yeah, sorry, what?
Kakeru thinks it's weird too, though. He's like, I'm pretty sure he even says like we live in the 21st century or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But
Can you scroll down a bit on that?
Like that?
Yeah. So, at first he tried to be the perfect kid, but then one day he realized the adults got them mixed up in a really messed up situation. Then he started becoming himself, and it was the wake-up call his mother needed. And this is Yuki, right?
Think so.
no, Kakeru. He's talking about their successorship.
Oh,
So
yeah.
at first he was the good kid, but then he realized that the adults were just arguing over something dumb. He started acting weird, like he is, and his mother stopped arguing about successorship.
And he's also thinking this might be why Machi is still acting out. Like, because Manabe is, like, he's acting a lot more normal now. Like, Machi's been the weirder one of the two. Right?
Really, yeah.
Because, like, she messes up rooms with no reason whatsoever. And Manabe is just tired. He's just tired.
Manabe says that Yuki got it right about the whole button messed up shirt thing, and Yuki throws the papers in the air again.
All I can just picture is like the orgasm faces of like I don't know why I'm like
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
no like
Whatever tickles your fancy.
they're not really like orgasm faces, but it's like surprise sort of faces, like shock.
Yeah.
But they
We'll tell your next girlfriend that she needs to throw paper in the air.
no, but it's just like how they do it.
Yeah, we'll tell her that she needs to flip a desk. That's what gets your engine going. Zoom.
But what if I never get a girlfriend?
Oh well, you can always like bake a food in the oven and have sex with it.
Or I could just uninstall ribs.
Or you know, if you're like flexible enough, you can take care of yourself. Ugh. Alright, where are we?
Kakuru says the thing is, you have to live with it even if they're idiotic. Children can't choose their parents. Yuki says, and maybe try to rebutton your shirt. Manabe says, it's good enough, so you might as well leave it, and then he rebuttons his shirt anyways.
Sometimes you just have to laugh it off.
Yeah, Yuki gets his mum to sign the cell phone contract. Yuki actually finally gets a phone.
Yeah, his mum asks him to not let the phone distract him, and he notes that he's never heard his mum say anything motherly like that before. She talked almost like a parent. Shorty said the papers are crumpled slightly, and Yuki and Kakura just shrug it off.
So, Kuroki, you want to take this note that you have here?
Yeah, so the age of adulthood is 20 in Japan, but this year they're planning to lower it to 18. And in the United States, teens can get a cell phone without a parent signature, even if you're only 13. But you're still not an adult, and yet Yuki needs an adult signature for his phone. And here's the weird thing, Machi is allowed to be in an apartment by herself.
It's not that weird.
If you ask me, children can only get a license when they're 18 and start drinking when they're 21. That's how we prevent the number of road accidents and alcohol abuse.
There you go.
I just think it's weird that
You'll
Machi's allowed...
you'll get a sudden spike in underage drinking, though.
No, that's why we list the prohibition.
You'd still get the spike.
Yeah, but you'd track them down, you'd weed them out.
It's just
my mum never knew about
just take a weed whacker. It's just like, we'll weed you out.
Yeah. My mum never knew about the Prohibition era. I was like, how do you not know about this? It's infamous when they banned alcohol and people were sneaking it into speakeasies. She never knew about that. And I was like, what? How do you not know about that?
So students ask Yuki about the bonfire and fireworks rumors once again. And Yuki's just like, it sounds so great that you would think people would realize that it's all fake. And Yuki finds out that Kakuru submitted the proposal and jokes him out. Like, literally until he faints or something.
No, just a little bit.
It's like his hype. His own hype was what knocked him out.
Yeah. But yeah, Shorty yells at Machi and she apologizes. Is that over what happened in the room?
Think so.
Yeah, with her throwing the papers around. What is Shorty's actual name?
Nabera, I think?
Nabi?
It's really forgettable.
No, Nabe is like...
Nabure.
No, Nabe is like one of Manabe's nicknames.
Well, that's his name. It's Shorty.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
Shorty
it
now.
starts with an N. I know his actual
think-
name starts with an N.
It's kind of similar to Nabe, which is why we were getting it confused last time I recorded with you, so like
What
3
was
weeks
it?
ago.
Nigeria.
Anyways,
I don't know why that popped in my head.
Yuki asks Machi to open up a bit so they can understand why she messed up the room. And Kakuru and Kimi fawn over Yuki to tease him. They call him Prince, and he remembers the play and rushes to the planning meeting.
So, and Yuki's announcing the roles. And apparently he's playing the godmother.
Well, he's got the look for it.
Yeah, he does. And
Everyone
then
just
Kyo
wondered
finds out that
who
he's the
the
prince.
again.
And then you got that latest Cinderella movie, the God Fairy instead of Godmother, because it's a guy. Oh, I'm the God Fairy, not the Godmother. God.
But yeah, so yeah, Kyo's announced as the prince and he's like, I won't do it. But Yuki's just like, you're gonna do it.
You can do it and you will do it.
Toru says it's adorable and mentions Sensei, and Kyo says, please don't tell him. It's like probably one of the most embarrassing things for his sensei to find out, isn't it?
Of course, spoilers, she does tell him.
But yeah, so Yuki asks, Yuki asks Toru how she feels about being evil, and Yuki says he doesn't think she can do it. It turns out giving her the role of the evil stepsister
What?
I said scissor is her sister.
Sister. Who's scissoring the sister? What?
Hey! No!
You said it.
Hey, I meant to say stepsister.
Step scissoring.
It's not as bad as scissoring. It's a step below. Yeah, Toru being the evil stepsister was part of the fan club's plan all along. Then they realized that Manabe is the stepmother, and that part of the plan sort of backfired.
Yeah. Hana has... excuse me. I was going to sneeze then. Hana has the lead role, and Kyo says she's like the evil version of Cinderella. Yua asked Toru to make Kyo suck it up and accept the role of prince. And then,
No!
Yuki has a flashback to Shigure, asking him if he keeps relying on somebody else, or...
Okay, it's just a flashback to that one line. Okay, thank goodness. It's not... Is it really a flashback? Then?
It's just a short memory.
Memory, not flashback. You gotta trigger me on stuff that is not even a flashback.
Well, if it happened in the past, and you're thinking about it.
It's a memory, because it's a flashback if they show something.
They did show something. They show the scene with Shigure and Yuki talking for just a brief moment.
Ah.
No! Alright, Kimmy notices... What?
I was just gonna read the next line. You can do it.
Alright, Kimmy notices that Machi and Manabe... That's his name, Manabe.
No, that's Kakeru.
Isn't it Nabi and Manabe? That's why we're getting confused. Isn't Shorty Manabe? No?
No,
Manabe
is
is Kakeru.
Alright, are close, and Yuki thinks they must be keeping their siblingness a secret. Yuki gets trapped in the paper room / closet. He says he could kick it open, and Shorty asks him not to cause more destruction. Yuki spills black paint, and he has a flashback of Akito. He remembers Akito on the road at the beach house. Machi, much like the scientist just recently, uses a chair to break open the door. They tease Machi about how she would change her ways, but she broke a door. She just ignores them, asks Yuki if he's okay. Are you okay, Yuki-kun?
Yeah, but they point out that he is dazed from his flashback.
From his F word.
from his F word. And he says it's just the paint fumes getting to him. Manabe points out that it splashed his sweater. And Yuki asks Machi.
Yuki tells Machi, thanks.
Oh, thanks, yeah.
Not sarcastically, he was like, oh, thanks for letting me know.
No, I think he's saying thanks to Machi for getting to him. Getting him out of there.
Machi broke the door, and Manabe points out the paint, but he just ignores Kakeru and tells Machi thanks.
You can sort of tell that they've got a relationship going.
Yeah. Yeah, she says she thought he would be anxious alone in the dark. Yuki is almost sick from the fumes. Manabe gets him water. Outside, he admits to Kakeru that he had bad memories. They have a serious talk. Manabe is goofy, and Yuki asks why he's always like that. Yuki admits that his memory is not shameful, but it is pitiful. He's about to say what he yearned for from Toru when the episode ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh no! I remember what 21 is now.
More flashbacks.
Yeah, 21 is a whole bunch of flashbacks, I think.
Yay! Alright, so that's...
You don't have the notes there for 21, don't you?
I don't yet, no.
Thank goodness. Thank God.
Alright, yeah, so...
Let's end the episode here before I go absolutely mad from flashback
fever.
Yeah.
Flashback fever.
just going mad from the word flashback.
I
Anyway, so
hope
at least
that in
we'll be in
Ruby
the-
they have
What?
flashbacks.
Krokia?
I hope that in the Ruby visual novel they have flashbacks.
Flashback FIFA.
Don't you mean the anime?
No, it means the visual novel that
No,
we're
the-
reading next.
The
Oh,
fire.
God, I hope, no, I hope that, like, we, like, nothing happens between Bella, you know? Just
yeah.
keep away.
It'd be funny if it does, because it's him again.
No,
it's Kroki
Yeah,
again.
Senpai will not notice you. Fuck off.
Anyway, I'm gonna just end this episode here. Links will be in the description to both of Bailey's channels and also both of my channels for you guys to go check out.
And don't forget about the new channel. Once we finish Anime versus Reality, it'll be Hentai versus Reality.
Do you want me to go and get the shovel that's literally right behind that curtain?
Mate, you want me
Outside.
to grab...
You've got a chair. You've got a chair right there.
Yeah, I'll grab my sword.
I'll grab my sword!
On guard.
Go grab your sword on your own time.
Alright, so...
Anyway.
He's gonna hurt me. So yeah, is that it?
Yeah, links. Oh, I've already done that. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when next video comes out. Bailey's head's going to be coming off right now.
No, a ding, a ding, a ding. Dong, you should have done
Ding,
that.
ding, ding, ding.
Dong. Dong. No, you should have hit me with the sword. Ding. Then
Dong.
I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.
Later, everyone.